flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, NFL on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 33-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 60 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st and 10. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. Grant. And that is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the crossing route, complete. It's Shepard. Touchdown! Big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Well, the second down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Number 33.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now handoff here to his running back. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Grant. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Grant.
11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Vikings 1st down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grant throwing right, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, Grant. Defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
He is good. Makes the score Rams 7. Vikings.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard.
The pass.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some expert.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
21, the ball carrier.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 5.
On 2nd down, Sanford. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flies.
It certainly is.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before.
Touchdown! Big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
The extra point.
As as a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the
pressure comes, and down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Operating from the gun. Grant. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
Down for the 25. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down. Grant firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the gun on third down. Grant going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off inside the 10. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
And 10 yards to go.
Now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They go play action here on first down. Little short pass to James. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And they're going to speed things up here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 66 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 2-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
can't connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the gun, Grant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To number 83.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Grant. And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 9 yards.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down.
On first down, Grant. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Grant's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Grant. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Grant. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Down Minnesota.
Operating from the gun, Grant. And he's got his man on the out route.
Grant's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Grant. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. 30, the 20. Your face! And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just hope Charles?
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Back to throw. Grant. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
48-yard line.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to...
T-Rag got me.
Hey boy, on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that list, you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look. Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Golden boy, but they from the Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase. they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama. Running in the shoes, faster than the speeding bullet. Nah. Don't play with it, baby. What you gonna do?